Okay, so from Autorig, you also have some character UI that you can install. So once installed, it create a shelf. You don't need Autorig anymore, and you can launch your UI from here. So as you see, there's a split between body, finger, and facial, and also animation tool. So simply just go and click and select what you want, and you can rotate and start keyframing what you want. In case you use reference, use the just give the name of your reference and click reference, so it will work. If you don't use reference, just keep it blank, then you can continue to pick. So there's something nice here. You can keyframe all the body and all finger, and simply move your timing, for example. Oh, this camera animation, and pick your body part that you want to actually move. Okay, and simply say key all. Okay, and actually let's just remove auto key so it will be more conclusive. Okay, so let's say key all. Key all body, so everything have been keyframe. Okay, so so we can do the same thing here. You can also select all and keyframe manually. It's up to you. So what else we can do? We can actually do some pose to shelf. So for example, I will select all my facial element, pose to shelf, and I will call it, for example, like face stance, like that. Okay. And try again. Select all, pose to shelf. Ah, that's what I forget. I forget to select all. Okay, so face worry. So now you can move back. Okay, so this one was wrong, so you can just delete it. Okay, so very simple. You place the face what you want. You say select all, and you click post to shelf. Or for either, for example, you have a very funny selection that you want to remember. For example, the two arms and the chest and the hips. Then you want to remember them. So you just say selection to shelf and my selection. Okay. So the icon you can see is different of a pose, and it will remember it for you. Then you can pick it again and animate it like what you want. So another part of the character picker is from the animation tool. So we have a tangent switcher. So it's nothing more that you can actually really do with the graph editor. But sometimes you don't want to work with the graph editor, so you don't have those icon. So it's easy to just have your, for example, your body. You say, sorry, select all. So your keyframe here that's actually in spline kind of thing, and you say, oh, I want them all linear. Okay, so you can without the need of going here, say, oh, okay, now I want to see my animation in flat tangent and see how it goes. Okay. Um, so another feature is this. So change your Maya animation setting. So by default, your animation setting are set to be auto and auto. So sometimes you don't want that. So you want to change them to blocking. Okay. Um, so let's say then you see them again. So now each time you will set a keyframe by default on a new object. Um, for example, they will already be, they should already be, oh sorry, they need to flat, flat, flat. There, okay. So yeah, from now on they should be in step mode already. Okay, so that's help when you start animation. Actually, it's better to change it before you have any keyframe on anything. Um, but after that, when you change it to plateau, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so another tool actually coming is the twin machine. So for example, on the selected object, actually, shouldn't need my tangent. I will change that to linear and show the graph editor. Okay, so that's the key pose I have. So for example, I want a tween between here in the middle of those two key poses. I want it to look more like this pose. So I can actually change it. Okay, so the twin machine is from Justin Barrett. Thanks to you to help me to put it in my rig. Um, then also we have a graph filter. So for example, when you have multiple elements, okay, it may be troublesome here to select in your graph editor. So let's pick something correction. I should have put that there. Okay. So let's say I have those two guys. So it's a bit busy in a graph editor. There's a lot of things going on. So actually what you want to do, you can just say none, 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 and just select, for example, the rotation in X, then it's select for you. And once again, it's just a little tool, sometimes helpful to work with. Okay, so the last tool for the character picker and animation tool is the Playblast ID. So for sure, you need to have correct render setting for what you want to render. Okay, and you have to set your Playblast setting correct. So render off screen because we will render HD, then 0.1. Okay, so my render setting okay, Playblast setting okay. So just bring this Playblast ID. So you just have to scene 2, 3, shot 5. Okay, then you can put your name, the stage you are in, the number of version, and show update the UID. Okay, so file name because it's not saved, and proper information will be displayed for you. You can hide them or show them. Okay, then simply play blank. Okay, so your information will be in your play blank. So in case you want to pass the tool to someone else, so if you look inside your own username, okay, when you install it, maybe the person who rig it with Autorig will have it on his name. So inside Maya, you go to script, and that is the thing you need. Okay, so you just have to copy this to any user who want to use it inside the same location, document Maya script, and you put it here. Okay, so if you want to share the, now we'll talk about it later, right? So if you want to load it from nothing, actually you can just read this thing. Okay, so you just simply have to copy all this text, okay, maybe, and go to your script editor here inside a Python tab and simply drag it here. Okay, so that is the UI itself. Okay, so you can load as many as you need for as many characters as you have. Okay, so sometime also when you will have a shelf, Autorig post to shelf here, like full of posts, for example. So for people who are not aware where you can retrieve that, so you go to your user settings. So now here I'm using Maya 2016. So go to 2016, craft, shelf, then here is the shelf. So if you have a lot of posts, then they will go and be stored inside that file. And it's also a file you want to pass to your user or other friend working on the same project. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.